To the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It got his man complete. A big play that time for the Ravens. 53 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That one was intended for John Brown. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got Snead. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Now Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, 52. We're good.
Here's Royce Freeman, the first carry for the rookie. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Willie Henry in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
We got three, fellas. We got three. 22.
To throw is Keenum. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And shedding through the tackle. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Oh, look at that. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On second down, Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Crabtree that time, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19!
To throw again is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over!
They go play action now. Jackson. And an alley to run. The quick feet by Jackson. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Hey, we got 4 down. Over!
They pitch it out to Collins, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw on second down is Keenum. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt, and out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Running right through it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down. Throwing is Keenum. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Hey, we're good.
Keenum on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
As you know, I love the players of the past. But the players of the present and their mobility to move around and play quarterback, we just saw the end result of a guy that can shake it and find a guy open downfield.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Roger.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
let's go. Down.
Now Keenum throwing on second. And this one's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Down.
To throw is Keenum. Going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
319. Gun.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He uncorks it for Snead. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Keenum will try again on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Roger.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And he finds the rookie from Penn State. That's Deshaun Hamilton. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Oh, Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Jackson. And incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Detroit!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And coming out now, the Broncos. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Freeman again. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Keenum now. He's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. Keenum going to throw. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Keenum now on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Sanders. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Here we go, boys. Very left.
Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Right here, guys. Mike 51.
Here's a first down run with Collins. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Play action. It's Jackson. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Brown, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
He's coming. Hey, 52. Get hot. We're good.
Now a play fake here on first down. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Keenum. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We got three, fellas.
Play action. Now it's Keenum. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Keenum on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Keenum to throw on second down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Oh, and now he pulls him over, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On second down, here's Keenum. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Now Keenum got to have this one. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent, and how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.